Hello y'all, and welcome to my first installment of the Groove variant. I was inspired by a Scottish film fan to start my own music channel. I have to say his taste in music is pretty much similar to mine. But with all that said, this being my first installment, today I want to spotlight 4 CDs from my collection. These are albums that I listen to and continue to listen to, and that provide me with the most hours of enjoyment at home or on the go. First up is the American Roots country rock band Lone Justice and their album Shelter. Released in 1986, this was the group's second album, and unfortunately would be their last. Hailed by some critics as the next best thing, they were unable to secure an audience and disbanded by 1987. The vibrant and energetic lead singer, Maria McKee, embarked on a solo career at that point, releasing 6 studio albums of her own and 2 live albums. However, had lukewarm success in the US but charted better in the UK. Shelter is a fantastic album from beginning to end, the first 3/4 of the album being the strongest. The tracks I Found Love, Reflected on My Side, and Belfry are some of my favorites. I left a link below to a live performance video from I Found Love. You can find that below. Alright, next up is another favorite of mine by a UK artist, and that would be Morrissey and his brilliant album Bona Drag. This brilliant and somewhat moody Morrissey, this album is a contained of a mixture of his earlier recordings with an assortment of unreleased songs. This compilation would be Morrissey's first material to chart in the US. This is a great album featuring what I believe to be his strongest work to date, though he's continuing to release albums up to this very day. It's also interesting to note that EMI earlier this year made an announcement that they're going to reissue this Bona Drag on September 27th this year, including 6 unreleased studio outtakes. And I really can't wait for that, because if that stuff is as good as this stuff, that's going to be a fantastic album, and that probably will be with me everywhere I go. All I can say is this album is brilliant. Every song a masterpiece, from his best known Every Day Is Like Sunday to his social conscious November Spawned a Monster. This is really, really a must-have in every collection. And I know some people slam him for his what can be deemed as angry comments, but look past the person and listen to the music, and that's what it's all about. All right, and this is going to be my last spotlight for today, and this is really a throwback. I mean, this is old school right here. I have a compilation from an artist deemed as the High Priestess of Soul, Nina Simone. This CD chronicles her best work from her Colpix label years, which ran from 1959 to 1964. Simone had an almost androgynous voice and could go from joyous ruckus to painful emotion, in seconds. After her death, it was stated that she had suffered from bipolar disorder, but whatever drove her to create such passionate music, she had a voice and style all her own. From the overwrought I Got It Bad and That Ain't Good, which is really a favorite of mine, to the touching 12th of Never and the juke joint swing of Gimme a Pigfoot, Nina Simone had a talent that several artists claim to aspire to. I mean, if you look in liner notes and stuff, there are quite a few artists that credit Nina Simone as their inspiration. And I'm probably going to cut this one short, but I wanted to get something out there on my new channel. And these are 3 CDs of mine that are always with me, that have, like I said, given me endless hours of enjoyment. Later I hope to spotlight more of my CD collection, my favorite artists, CD singles. I don't really have a lot of those. I'll talk about tracks that on albums that I may just have on what is on my computer from iTunes downloads, and don't really have the physical CD. But if you like what you see, comment. Always welcome. Recommend any music that may be similar to this. I'm open to anything. I'm always on the look for new music. And certainly subscribe. And also, if you're interested, go ahead and check out my movie site, which is the TextTube Guy Reels. That has a few more videos up there. And certainly, if you like what you see, leave a comment. All right. Well, I've enjoyed sharing with you some of my favorite artists and my favorite CDs in my collection. And until next time, take it easy.